Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It's Tammy Petruccelli with Energy Healing and Spirit Talk. Messing with my picture here. Anyway, how are you today? I am in Newark, Delaware, where we are actually getting a little sleet today. We were getting little teeny tiny hail balls. Anyway, I hope the weather is wonderful where you are. And I hope you're ready for February because, January, people kind of get a little melancholy because they're taking down the decorations. There's nothing really great going on. But you know what there is? We're at the end of the Chinese New Year. Tomorrow here in America, we look for Puxatawny Phil, who just a few hours from me in Pennsylvania. And that's where does he or does he not see his shadow? And does that mean we will have 2 more months of winter or will we get early spring? I don't know. They let an octopus pick the soccer league winners, and now we let a rodent pick our weather channel. Anyway, how are you today? I'm hoping we're going to get a great call today. We shall see. And but so we got the end of the Chinese New Year or the Asian New Year. Let me say that properly. We've got Puxatawny Phil and tomorrow, 2 days, and then we'll have Mardi Gras, and that's celebrated around the world. So get your king cake recipes ready and whatever. And I'm just getting some notes here. Okay, so for those of you who want to know, before I take Marky in Fresno, that so hopefully she's getting better weather than we are, that I am on the eastern seaboard here, so the EST time zone are the same as in New York. So if you want to make a private appointment with me, you can always go to my website, tammypetruccelli.com or pikecreekreiki.com. You can follow me on Facebook, and I do Zoom calls also in person and Zoom and by phone. But let's see what Marky wants to know today. Hi, Marky. And how's the weather?
Hi. It's cold a little bit.
Yes, evidently everywhere that it's supposed to be warm is getting cold, and we're supposed to be under knee deep in snow, and it's been pretty good weather. I am not going to complain. So, Marky, did you have a question for me, or would you like me to try and connect with a loved one?
I have a question. I want to know, will me and my husband be moving this year?
Are you selling a house? Do you have a home to sell?
No, we're actually we're not selling anything.
Okay. The reason I ask you,
we're trying to move.
Okay, the reason I ask you that is that I feel that there will be 2 moves this year. So you may have a temporary place and then another one towards the end of the year. So I'm looking at 2 different moves. Now, sometimes that also means jobs. So they're telling me that there are going to be changes in May. So either where you live or where one of you is working. Do one of you work remote, please? Does your husband work remote?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like something will be changing there, and earlier, like maybe in the springtime, but then it won't be until after the summer. So even if you get a temporary place, like say your lease is up and you need a temporary lease, or you go month to month or something. But I see more towards the end of the year. But I want to say that are you looking at somewhere that's colder? Because I'm seeing you in colder weather, so you may not be going where you think you are.
No, not really.
Yeah, so I'm feeling like you may be surprised at where you end up. But look for 2 different changes this year. and it really makes me feel like your living situation will be twice, moving twice within the year, within months, within half a year. And I know that's probably not on your radar, but I am feeling that. So if it's not a physical move, then it's going to be something with the job move. I do feel your husband staying remote, working remotely, but I feel that I felt it more with him than with you in changes within the job. So let me see how I feel about that. You know, it's funny because I don't feel like he completely changes the company or the business that he works for, but is he working on a second job or a side hustle or a personal business, please?
No.
Well, don't be surprised.
Okay.
Because I feel like it will change for him, and it almost feels like taking a second career with him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Does he do radio or voiceover work at all?
No.
Would there be any chance for him?
I don't know.
Any chance for him to do, podcast, radio, something where he's working with the computer? So whether it's maybe doing some training work. I feel with him still.
I don't know. He could.
He what?
I said, I don't know. He could. I don't know.
Well, don't be surprised if an offer comes in for something like that. It just seems like it's going to be very different from what he is doing now, or it will have something to do with, projecting his voice or his image through computer. So I still see him doing that, but in a totally different form than what he's doing now. And you have the big dog now?
No.
Did you lose a large dog?
No.
I am seeing a very large, looks dark brown dog coming in. Like a really big lab, or it's a short hair dog, and this dog is pretty big. And I do feel him coming in, so I'm hoping it's for you. And I keep hearing dog walking. So I don't know if when you walk, you see this dog, if it's not yours, but I really do. Yeah, I do feel like it's here, not on the other side. Are you planning to get a dog?
I don't know. I was looking at dogs the day before yesterday.
Okay, Spirit knows that. So the large brown short-haired dog may just simply be representative of a dog, because that's how we get our information. We see pictures, videos, hear things, images, and we have to interpret them. So it may just be an interpretation of the dog coming into your life, but not necessarily the large brown one. But please, if you do get that large brown one, you're going to have to let me know. Because it would just be, sometimes I see these things before you guys do, and you'll go, no, no, no. And then boom. Also, you have the little girl, the toddler?
Yeah.
Okay. This is just
Spirit. I didn't tell you that.
I know you didn't. That's just Spirit telling me what's going on with you. And they're probably giving me this type of information so that you feel more confident with the information that I gave you earlier. The fact that hubby may be needing a second opportunity and that there's a possibility of moving twice. Okay. So they're letting me know that you're interested in getting a dog, that you've been looking at dogs or considering it, and that you do have a little girl toddler, at home. So sometimes they throw this stuff out just so that you have a little more confidence in the information that you're getting. I always say, don't make any life-altering decisions on anything that myself included, any psychic or medium tells you, because you do have free will, and you make your own decisions in your own life. Here at Pike Creek Reiki and Healing Arts Center, my daughter and I do not read. I don't read people more than twice a year, and unless they just come to Spirit Circle. But I hope that that information is helpful to you, and I do wish you a lot of luck, because definitely you will be moving, if not once, twice. But I see that the 2 changes this year. So, Marky, thank you so much for calling in today. And, right here, I will be right back here next week, 3:15 Tuesdays, moonstruck.tv, A1R Psychic Radio. And you can always go to my website or my Facebook page if you're interested in a private reading. Mwah. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful week. And, Facebook Friday, noon, Eastern Standard Time. We'll do this again. Bye.